Well, it looks like the heat wave has returned, campers. It's very spicy out there today. Well, good afternoon, campers. Welcome back to another portion of the Daily Meat Moist Sweatiness edition. Man, it's warm. It's Monday, 6th of July 2026. And summer's returned. Today is supposed to be up to 30 degrees Celsius. It's 12:30. I've been hibernating in the house most of the day. Too hot for the puppies to do anything, so they're tucked away in the living room. So today is just going to be a case of trying to stay out the heat, drive around in a Vitara with an air-conditioned luxury, and maybe have a bite to eat and a cheeky little juice today. Meat Wagon is still not fixed. Hopefully my mechanic will show up later on today, but who knows, maybe too hot for him. But yep, that still ain't going nowhere. Days like today you need to sit in air-conditioned luxury. I've got the Vitara today, so I'm keeping nice and cool. Mrs. Meat has gone to work in the Audi TT with no air conditioning. I did say take the Vitara, but there you go. So I'm gonna go and book the Audi TT in to get the aircon regassed. So hopefully they can fit it in sometime this week. It's going to be rather spicy. And Mrs. Meat needs to use the Vitara at some point this week. So, yep. So I've got the Audi booked in for air conditioning tomorrow. Have a top up of the gas, and then he was honest. He said we can try, but more than likely it's probably got a leak on it, which involves compressors, condensers and all that sort of malarkey. So he'll give it a go. If it holds gas, blows out air conditioning, ice cold air conditioning. Yep, fingers crossed, we'll see. I've had it many times before where you go to gas them, they leak, and then it needs thousands of pounds worth of repairs. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's booked in for tomorrow. I've been driving around in a Vitara trying to keep cool. I did go to Audi, but the car park was horrendously busy, so I'm going to find an alternative shopping area. Probably go to Tesco. Yeah, our options today for content are quite limited. Still, Meat Wagon's off the road. It's hot. It's windy outside. Can't really take Bruno anywhere. So I think what I'm going to do is, get a bite to eat, have some lunch, and then maybe I'll have a look at the cheeky juice section. I'm going to go to Tesco actually. See if there's anything that we ain't had before. Maybe have a little juice review a bit later on. So cool down. Oh, it's a warm one out there, campers. It is definitely quite warm, and it's going to get hotter. Right, we're in Costa del Sol Beach. I'll do a spot of shopping. Let's try and get a space in the shade if we can. Probably not. No. Maybe just there. Right, check it out. Suzuki friends. Little chimney there. Nice. 4x4 friends. Right, aircon back on because it is quite spicy out there. So I've done a little shopping trip. I just went for a meal deal because I fancied a bit of sausage, bacon and egg fest. Bought some fridge raiders, but the Frank's Red Hot Sauce Edition. 100% real chicken breast, high in protein. And then for a cheeky non-alcoholic juice, we got Juice Burst Simply Orange Juice. Only a 5 a day. Yep. And then for a cheeky juice later on, need to get home and put it in the fridge. These are Tesco Club Card price, £2.30. Large bottle of Henry Weston's British medium dry vintage cider. 750 millilitres, 7.3%. So that's going to be our juice for this evening. And then for a little bit of munch this evening, got some kettle chips, sea salt and balsamic vinegar of Modena. Very nice, very nice. So that's this evening. For now, I'm going to have a little swig of the OJ. See, it's hot. It's hot out there. 30 degrees Celsius in the shade. Still need a bit of vitamin C after my hangover from yesterday. still there. Let's see, trying these little taste with the refrigerators. Little morsels of protein. Okay. Ooh. Very moist, but they've got a bit of a kick. Turn that AC down a bit. Not really much in the way of flavour, just tastes of roast chicken, but you've got that space. Yeah, a bit fiery. A little tray of breaded goodness. So we've got that, a bit of bacon in there, a bit of sausage, some scrambled egg. Looks like there's some ketchup in there as well. It's quite a meaty little unit. Bread's nice and soft. You know, you could have campers. Certainly not as good as yesterday's full English breakfast. A little bit dry, but you know, bit of meat content, bit of protein in there. Well, last couple of fridge raiders, they are pretty spicy. Ooh. I wouldn't say that was my most enjoyable lunch meal, but just quick and easy. In fact, the roll wasn't actually too bad, but it is what it is. Right, so I'm going to start heading back to the homestead. I need to get my cider in the fridge. Just waiting for this car behind me. It's like, seems to be in no rush. What are you doing? I was reading the comments yesterday about the engine in a meat wagon being a Volvo engine. And somebody said they think Volvo just used them. They are VW. I actually Googled it, and from what I could find, that engine, the 2.5 TDI, so from a quick little Google search, what I found out is that engine was developed by Audi in 1989 for use in the Audi 100. So I don't think it was a Volvo engine after all. I think it is VAG related. But yeah, solid Audi engine. Nice. Well, campers, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. We've been hibernating this afternoon. Bruno's having a little late snooze. I will take him for a walk a bit later on once it's cooled down. Got to 31 degrees today. It's been rather spicy. Even Maggie there, she's been hibernating, isn't you, Maggie? A bit hot for you. A bit too spicy for Maggie. They don't like the hot weather. Anyway, we're gonna wash away the summer blues with a bowl of cider. We've got the Henry Weston's medium dry British vintage cider, 7.3%. I thought it was pretty cheap, £2.30 on offer at Tesco. Again, the ratings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go by the better light. One seamless cut later. So Henry Weston's British vintage is only produced from apples from a single year's harvest. So vintage ciders are always slowly matured and spend time in traditional oak vats, which ensures an exceptional taste. So the look is bright and sparkling. The aroma is fresh, appley. The finish is crisp, rich and rounded. Sounds familiar. And the taste is medium dry. Now back on the meat recliner, we've got the back end of Bruno just there. And I've got a pre-filled cup with some Weston's vintage cider. Good have campers. Oh, smells very nice, very appley. It's like cider, smells appley. Oh, that is a very well-rounded, crisp flavour. So it says medium dry, but I'm getting more sweetness than I am dryness. Considering it's at 7.3%. Don't really taste that strong, to be fair. That's got a bit of an edge to it, but probably feels like something more that's 5 or 6%. That's quite a nice drop. After a few little swigs, I can actually feel the effects kicking in. Quite a potent little number. Yeah, that's a nice little juice for a hot summer's day. That'd be nice with a ploughman's lunch. Yeah, the Henry Weston's British vintage cider, £2.30 Tesco club card. I think that's a bargain. Nice drop for a nice hot summer's day. So I think that will get the gold meat manifesto, or the daily meat seal of approval. Quite gassy too. Anyway, I just poured myself another cup of cider. I'm going to chill out. When it gets a bit cooler later on, I'm going to take Bruno for another walk. No news about the meat wagon. Hello, Bruno's getting back there in his position. Too hot for him. Yeah, no news about the meat wagon yet, so who knows? We've just got to bide our time. It's going to be hot this week, so. Well, and then tomorrow we've got the Audi to drop off down the garage, get the aircon done. And I'm going to be carless. I'm going to have no vehicle. Well, campers, it is 8:30 in the evening. Our mechanic has been round, and the meat wagon lives. Oh yeah, she is running. All right, so we've got a new diesel pump belt on there, new valve cover gasket. Yep, that was the old belt. See where it's stripped out, nearly half of it. Look at that. But she runs. So I just need to get it back out of surface mode, get the grille back on, and then take it for a test run. Get some charge back into that battery. But the meat wagon lives to fight another day. Oh yeah, now we got, hopefully, no oil leak as well. Man, I'm pleased it was just that belt. Yep, and he done it at a very reasonable price, but we'll keep that. Hush hush. Yep. So it's safe to say I am one happy camper. Oh yeah. Alright, start up again. Alright, so I've just put all the front back together. She lives. Right, so the first time in 2 weeks. 2 weeks to the day. Literally 2 weeks today I broke down. Let's see if yep, she moves under her own power again, campers. Oh yeah. Right, I'm just going to do a U-turn. I'm going to take her for a bit of a blast up the road. There's probably still a bit of air in the fuel lines. We need to get rid of that. We need to charge the battery a bit. We also need to get rid of my neighbour's cat. Go on. Away. That's it. Well, she felt a little bit sluggish at first, but I guess that's the air in the fuel lines. But she's running. Who's alright now? The old meat wagon lives to fight another day. Oh yeah. I must admit that is a big relief, campers. We have finally got the meat wagon back up and running. Oh yeah. Ooh. And the thing is with the old meat wagon, I don't take her for granted. Every time she takes me on an adventure and gets me back home, I'm always very grateful and appreciative that this old bus keeps running. And it was a cheap fix as well. We had a bit of aggro getting her back from Wales, but like I said, I know some good mechanics, and they performed very well. They did a very good job getting her back up and running. Oh yeah. Well, she is back on the road. The old meat wagon is officially back on the road, up and running once again for some sweet adventures. Oh yeah. I just gave it a good blast down that road then, and she felt good. But we nearly completed Wales. We was close. We'll go back there. Man, I'm chuffed. I think that'll do it for today's portion of the Daily Meat. We are back on the road. Meat Wagon is purring once again. Yep, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay meaty.